So, I decided to do my database on games, just like Patrick. Easy thing to do, something I can relate to, something a lot of people can relate to. Purpose and objective, I just wanted an easy way to manage and organize my games. The outcome was I ended up with a simple 3-table database with a few forms. Initial table design was fine, but there's some things I want to change on it. Like if I was going to actually use it, I would definitely probably turn the 3 tables into about 4 or 5. Alright, this is just the plan, the overview, task summary, all that good stuff. Anyways, description is exactly what I said, database to organize my games. It's organized by the 3 tables: games, systems, publishers, and pretty much it's all run off the navigation form. So what I did was I gathered a small list of games that I wanted to use for this. I didn't want to use too much and overload all of it. I wrote out what type of reports I wanted. One of the ones that I did that wasn't just a click the button and then boom, it's a report, was the systems to games. I wanted an actual, I guess kind of like a grid, what system to what game. I just went and did that myself. It was through the wizard, but it came out pretty cool. Anyways, I wrote down different things for the test data. Basically, I kind of took a piece of paper, kind of made a basic outline of the tables, and what I got was like game name, rating. Rating is more my rating, not like an ERB like what you used. It's more what I think of the game versus, I don't know, it could be different for each individual. But definitely genres on there and a brief description. I also added a picture, just, something special for it. Most of the forms I used the wizard, but the game entry form, I felt like it was something special that I wanted to actually, be able to just lay out everything on it. The only thing with that is, when you add a picture, you still have to do it manually. I couldn't find a way to insert a picture from the form. So that was the one problem I had with that. So I took all of that and made 3 tables. List of the forms, I have a game entry, the games form, navigation form, which is just all these forms combined with the reports on top of it. Fields in the form was game name, current location, rating, genre, description, picture, game ID, which is the primary key. Published by is a foreign key, and systems ID is a foreign key. So that's how I linked the main table games to the 2 other tables, publisher and system. And here's the relationship to show what I basically just said. If you look at it, it's game ID, game name, all that good stuff, and then published by is connected to publisher ID, and system ID is to system ID. This is what the game entry form looks like. Basically, it's real basic. On top you have I guess it's the primary key. I kind of went self-entry on it, where I put whatever I wanted. I had it set to a field size of 4, and it's text. But if I was going to do this again, I'd probably just have it auto number. It would be way easier that way than, individually putting in each one. Because if you're going for, let's say 1,000 games, that's a lot of manual input that could be easily done by just auto number. The only reason I kind of wanted to do it this way is so I could have better track of each different thing. It's easier to relate, a game name to something like this, like Blackouts, for instance. I put BO. That's how I got that idea. And I put the rating for it. And published by is a key. System ID is a foreign key. Current location is actually a drop-down field. Basically, it's multiple entries. And that's the same thing with the genre, because some games can fit multiple genres at the same time. Description, and then the picture, and I added a couple of buttons on it: previous record, X record, add record, delete record, just basic functions. And that's what it looked like when I was just about done with it. This pretty much says everything I just said. this is the system's game report. It's just I had PC, my phone, and Xbox, and then it says the system type and then the game name that is under that. That's the kind of grid I wanted. It's easier to organize it that way, I think. And it's also organized by alphabet for the game names. And that's pretty much it. I was going to use demonstration to bring up the database. I'll just show you after this. But basically, I think the database was a good starting point, but I wanted to go back and look at the structure of it and find a better way to separate the tables. Because I felt like that was something I could have done better. And now I'll show you the database. Okay, so this navigation form, I kind of wanted to redo it, but basically it's real simple. It's just the tabs on top go between each of the different forms and each of the different reports. This is where you would add or remove different games. I didn't have it set up for a system to loan out because I generally just don't do that. So, sure. Alright, let's just make this simple. 3 game name, let's say Black Ops 3 came out, right? Current location, let's go ahead and add, let's say home PC. Rating, I don't even know, so 0. Published by its Activision, so AV01. System IV, CO1. Oops, you gotta click OK or it doesn't save that. First person shooter, click OK. Description, FPS, first person shooter. This is the only thing I guess you can do it through here, insert object in. Okay, so that's how you do it through the form. I didn't know that. Anyways, that's pretty much it. And then I'd have to save it, and it should update on the... Yep, there it is. It updated. So like I said, if I was going to change anything, I'd probably change this games table. Let's look at a design view. Oh, let me close that. Anyways, I'd probably break this down. Instead of having... I'd probably put the game ID as its own thing, and just the game name, and then have everything else tied to different tables, instead of having it, you know, how it is right now. It's kind of just all mashed together. But that's my database.